Hello, and welcome to today's briefing. I'm Dana, and I'm joined by Matt. We'll be covering a range of stories across politics, economy, sport, and entertainment.
Hi, Dana. Hello, everyone. Let's dive into the news.
President Donald Trump has stated that he won't be attending his son, Donald Trump Jr.'s wedding due to government business. The wedding is scheduled for this weekend.
That's interesting. There was a bit of a mixed message earlier, wasn't there? I recall seeing something about him saying he might try to attend.
Yes, that's right. Just a day before saying he wouldn't attend, Trump mentioned he would try to make it to the wedding, but indicated it wasn't looking likely due to the situation with Iran and other pressing matters.
So it seems like the demands of his presidency are taking priority. Do we know if Donald Trump Jr. is disappointed by his father's decision?
The reports don't mention Donald Trump Jr.'s reaction directly, but it's worth noting that Trump's decision seems to be framed around his governmental duties rather than a personal choice.
That makes sense. As president, he does have significant responsibilities. Let's move on to another story.
Trump announced that the U.S. will be sending an additional 5,000 troops to Poland. This move has caused some confusion, given the previous discussions about reducing the U.S. military footprint in Europe.
Right, and it's not the first time there have been mixed signals from the administration about troop deployments. What's the reasoning behind this latest decision?
The articles suggest that this announcement follows weeks of changing statements from Trump and his administration about future troop levels in Europe. It's a bit unclear what prompted this specific decision.
I see. So it's another example of the mixed messaging we've been seeing from the administration. Do we know how this affects the overall U.S. presence in Europe?
The reporting indicates that this move is seen as an apparent reversal of previous plans to reduce U.S. troop numbers in Europe. However, the exact implications aren't entirely clear from the articles.
Okay, got it. Let's move on to the next story.
Kevin Warsh has been sworn in as the new Federal Reserve Chair. Trump oversaw the ceremony and expressed his desire for Warsh to help stimulate the economy.
That's right. Trump also emphasized that the Federal Reserve should remain independent. Is there any indication that Warsh will be influenced by Trump's views?
The articles suggest that Trump wants Warsh's help in stimulating the economy, but also tried to stress that the Fed should remain independent. It's a bit of a delicate balance.
It seems like a challenging position for Warsh. How does this impact the perception of the Fed's independence?
The reporting doesn't indicate any immediate change in how the Fed operates, but Trump's comments do raise questions about the potential for political influence. India and Cyprus have elevated their relationship to a strategic partnership. They've signed several agreements and are planning to double investment in the next 5 years.
That's a significant development. What areas are they focusing on for cooperation?
The partnership includes boosting cooperation in infrastructure, shipping, maritime security, and counterterrorism. They also discussed global issues like the situation in West Asia and Ukraine.
So it's a broad-based partnership. Do we know if there are any specific economic benefits India and Cyprus are hoping to achieve?
The articles mention that both nations aim to double investment in the next 5 years, which suggests there are significant economic benefits on the table. The province of Alberta is planning a public vote on whether to hold a referendum on leaving Canada. However, it's not a straightforward vote on separation.
That's right. The Premier, Danielle Smith, says it's a vote on whether to hold a referendum, not directly on leaving Canada. What's the context behind this move?
The reporting suggests that separatists have been pushing for a referendum, and the Premier is offering a vote on whether to actually hold that referendum.
I see. So it's more about giving the public a say in the process rather than an immediate decision on separation.
Starbucks has decided to scrap an AI inventory tool it had been using across North American stores after just 9 months. The tool was reportedly miscounting and mislabeling store items.
That's quite a short lifespan for a tool. What was the rationale behind implementing it in the first place?
The articles suggest it was part of an effort to address stock shortfalls under new CEO Brian Niccol. However, it seems the tool didn't perform as expected.
So it looks like they reverted to manual counts. Do we know if there were any other significant issues with the AI tool?
The reporting indicates that the tool had significant errors, which likely led to its discontinuation. UK retail sales have seen their largest drop in nearly a year, largely due to a significant decrease in fuel purchases.
That's a substantial decline. What's driving the reduction in fuel sales?
The articles point to consumers conserving fuel amid uncertainty related to the Iran situation and rising energy costs.
I see. So it's part of a broader economic context. Have there been any other notable impacts on retail sales?
The reporting focuses mainly on the fuel sales drop, but it does add to signs of waning consumer spending. China is cracking down on illegal brokers involved in cross-border trading, including firms like Tiger Brokers. The regulators say these brokers operated without necessary approvals.
That's a significant regulatory move. What are the potential implications for these brokers?
The Chinese regulator is imposing penalties on the brokers, which could affect their operations and potentially their clients.
It seems like a serious crackdown. Are there any indications of how this might impact the broader market?
The article suggests that the demand for overseas stocks remains strong, but the crackdown could lead to changes in how these brokers operate. India has blocked China's request for a WTO dispute panel regarding India's support measures for its solar sector. China alleges these measures discriminate against Chinese goods.
That's an interesting trade development. What's India's justification for these measures?
India maintains that its policies comply with WTO rules and are aimed at supporting legitimate industry growth.
So it's a dispute over trade practices. Can China pursue this further?
Yes, China can renew its request for a dispute panel at a future meeting. Kyle Busch has passed away at 41 after being hospitalized for a severe illness.
That's shocking news. He was still quite active in the sport, wasn't he?
Yes, he was, a prominent figure in NASCAR, having won more races than anyone across the 3 national series.
What are the reactions from the NASCAR community?
The reporting mentions a joint statement from the Busch family, Richard Childress Racing, and NASCAR confirming his death. Richard Childress Racing has decided to retire Kyle Busch's number 8 car indefinitely, following his death. The car will be reserved for his son, Braxton, when he's ready to race.
That's a nice tribute. It sounds like the number 8 car is closely associated with Kyle Busch.
Yes, the team has decided to run the number 33 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, at least until Braxton is ready to take over. Singer Jessie J has announced that she is cancer-free after undergoing treatment for breast cancer. She expressed significant emotional relief.
That's wonderful news for her. She must be feeling a huge weight off her shoulders.
Yes, the articles mention that she sobbed for hours and exhaled for the first time in a year after receiving the all-clear. Tom Hardy has been reportedly fired from the Paramount Plus show Mobland after season 2, allegedly due to on-set tensions with producers.
That's surprising. Do we know what specifically led to the tensions?
The article suggests that there were clashes between Hardy and the show's bosses, but don't provide specific details. We've covered a wide range of stories today, from politics, economy, to sport and entertainment.
Indeed we have. It's been a comprehensive briefing.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Dana. Until next time.